Microphone. Here. Commissioner Jose Alvarado.
Here.
Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
Here.
Commissioner Luisa Salamanca. Here. And Commissioner Bradley Bogo. Here. All present.
Pledge allegiance to salute the Texas flag. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. Testimony over the presenters. Please be advised that if you are presented today, you are under oath. Public comments.
No, Judge. No public comments.
1.6, approval of regular meeting September 22nd, 2025.
Motion to approve subject to any correction.
Motion by Commissioner Fernandez,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 2.1, recognition. County Treasurer Oscar Ortiz for being selected as Secretary for 2025. It should be 2026. County Treasurers Association, CTAC Executive Board.
I just texted them. It's running back.
3.1, approval of bonds. Discussion and appropriate action of 2026 RAC program airport. Any questions?
Is this done yearly? Annually?
For the grant that you're requesting.
There's no changes? Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.3, discussion and appropriate action. Approval and discuss an 20-year land lease agreement for Lester Allison under lease agreement.
You gonna table that one?
Hangar lease agreement. This is also for the airport, no?
Yes, sir.
It's the same, yeah, it's a lease agreement for the hangar, for storage thing.
But it's still the same,
Yeah, it's the same.
same cost?
Mhm.
Motion to approve?
So you would like a motion to table?
I would like it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alvarado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.4, discussion of appropriate action and approval for justice and the peace of peace and justice to attend the Justice of Peace 2007 Corpus Christi.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Alvarez.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alvarez. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.5, discussion of appropriate action to approve travel request for justice of the peace deputy clerk Mr. Hernandez to attend the county training and education hospital program on December 1st, November 14th.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alvarez. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.6, discussion of appropriate action on the President Constable Personnel, Mr. Lee Lopez for the month of September 2025.
Motion to approve.
Are there any questions?
I don't have, let me see if I can find it. Okay.
Question. Questions Constable Lopez. I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Constable, this is really, I just wanted to thank you for your assistance out there on, Patriot Road.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
3.7, I'm going to motion to table that item.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.8, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Constable of Precinct 3, Mr. Robert Banderas Valentino Torres for the month of September 2025.
Morning, Commissioner. Morning.
Good morning.
Motion to approve. Are there any questions? There are no questions. I have a motion by Commissioner Talamantes. Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.9, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Constable Precinct 4, Mr. Manuel Rosas for the month of September 2025.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Motion to approve. Are there any questions? I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.10, discussion and appropriate action, approval for Constable Precinct 4, 5, and 7, Manuel Rosas to hire one deputy constable. I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.11, discussion and appropriate action for Constable Precinct 4, 5, and 7, Manuel Rosas to purchase one patrol truck unit from Commissioner Carmona, Precinct 2, and Commissioner Urenda, Precinct 1, CO's buy board equipment. Contract number 698-23, emergency lights and equipment included, with a total price of $82,122.99. Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
3.12, motion to table,
yeah. Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.13, I'm going to motion to table that item,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.14, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from the rodeo arena coordinator for the month of September 2025. Any questions?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.1, thank you. 3.15, discussion. 3.15, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Dimmit County Golf Course for the month of September 2025.
Morning.
Motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.16, discussion and appropriate action to implement the metal detector policy due to the increase in safety issues in state and federal concerns regarding courthouse safety. This is a returned policy as reviewed by Mr. Gonzalez. as requested by this court.
Did you implement any of the changes that Mr. Gonzalez did, or did you tweak it after?
I didn't do anything, what I printed out is what Mr. Gonzalez sent back to me.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.17, discussion and appropriate action to take the appropriate action in establishing office space for public defender and staff as requested by the governor's office. As you guys are aware, Mr. Pereira, when we were doing the budget, he advised you all about the public defender's office that was approved by this court, and it's a public defender's office that is going to service Dimmit, Maverick, and Zavala, with each office having its, I guess, own office. And so we were sent an email requesting office space for the public defender's office. Today, I don't think is to make an actual decision, but more to have a conversation as to where to submit a public defender's office.
Okay, manager, so what, all we need is an office space, like a room or a whole building?
I think it might be several offices. I'm gonna confirm, I'm supposed to meet with the individuals from the public defender's office. And once we get that conversation going, I can give you a better answer. I put this item on there because they asked for me to put it on there, but there hasn't been an actual conversation with the public defender's office. But from my understanding is that they're going to need several offices too, because it's going to be several attorneys.
But is this something like the DA's office?
This is not the DA's office, sir. This is the public defenders. They're the ones that defend the defendants in the criminal cases.
What year is it that we need to be prepared for this?
This is not the district attorney's office. This is for the public defenders. Public defenders, we approved the budget this year. The district attorney is for 2028. Is two different. So the public defenders is the people that defend the defendants that are coming before the court. The district attorney's office is the people that are actually prosecuting the cases. So the prosecuting office is completely different than the public defender's office.
Which is just informational for now?
Yes,
Direction?
to have that discussion, if anybody had any ideas as to where we could house them, because at some point, I think we have to make some decisions as to housing for the public defender's office.
And these are only for Dimmit County cases, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I guess what we have to figure out, first and foremost, is what the auditor's office and their staff are going to do in regards to, I know they were talking in the past about moving, and if they're not going to move, perhaps some of the offices available that are not being used could be utilized for this.
Yeah, I think that there needs to, going back to answer Commissioner Carmona's office, I think from my distinct understanding, like I said, I'll meet with them, and you guys are more than welcome to attend the meeting once I get a meeting date for them. But with the public defenders, I suppose the public defender is an actual attorney, and then they usually have 2 or 3 attorneys, then their staff, and they have an investigator. So you're looking at needing, I would say needing at least 3 to 5 offices, or 3 to 4 office space for the public defender's office. And the district attorney that you're asking about, Commissioner Talamantes, that would be for this court to start looking at until 2028. Because that one is actually law, that law passed, that was signed by the governor actually himself. This one right here is the public defender's office. They already are in existence. and they are located throughout the entire state of Texas. However, I guess Mr. Pereira had worked with the Maverick County judge and the Maverick County and Zavala County judge when they applied for this grant, and they got this grant. And so now that they got this grant, we are now part of that Tri-County Public Defender's Office. And I believe they're gonna have a office as well in Maverick and one in Zavala. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Pereira, but they sent an email requesting office space and where to house, so that's why this item's on here. But just to make it very clear that the Public Defender's Office is completely different than the District Attorney's Office. They're two different offices. They're actually separate from one another. So there is no action in this with them. 3.18, discussion and appropriate action to allow Katrina Longoria to host the Rio Bravo Prospect Show on November 29, 2025, considering fee of $50.
Judge, I placed this item on the agenda. It's a repeated item from last year. This is a 501c3 organization. They put on basically it's a prospect show and bringing youth from the surrounding areas. Aside from that, last year they did give out scholarships to our local youth out of the money that, since they are a nonprofit, they don't keep the money, they give it back out to the youth. So this organization gave out scholarships to our local youth here in Cali.
How many recipients did we have?
How many recipients and scholarships did they have?
I mean, there was 6 last year. 5 to 6.
They're not from Dimmit County?
If they're from Dimmit County,
No, they're from okay, so
the organization,
the
Rio Bravo.
organization from Eagle Pass, but she does work here in Dimmit County. I believe she works in the offices across the street from Villa. Yeah. Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner De La Montes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.19, discussion and appropriate action for reimbursement for Gerardo Iturbe.
For 3290.
Is the attachment under?
It's
3290.
This reimbursement, Judge, is particularly for some parts that...
equipment, not food.
Yeah, it came, I believe you have to pick up some parts. We had an emergency leak at the golf course, and it was at the end of the day, and we needed to get it repaired promptly, because if we wouldn't get it repaired, we wouldn't be able to water throughout the weekend as scheduled, so he went ahead and paid for the parts.
We don't have a, also,
I had a similar situation. We don't have like emergency credit cards that we can use like in that situation, because I also had one and it was like an emergency PO and got it out like right before 5. But the county's never had like an emergency credit card that the commissioner can hold on to just in case if we go into after hours.
There it is. If Mr. Pereira would be here, it would be.
he's in the training.
You get me? Like without having to
There is
like there's, but we
You would
have.
have to get it from Mr. Pereira. His office has it.
You have to check it out.
You have to check out the,
But like each commissioner has never had one. Like
But we don't have an account with Safe Plug?
We have an account, but they would not release the parts unless there was a PO, and we couldn't get a hold of somebody.
No, that's not, I just had a question.
Yes, but we do have.
Motion to
motion.
approve.
Second.
motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.20, discussion and appropriate action, approve the Dimmit County Emergency Generator Service Agreement and Proposal.
continuance.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed, Commissioner Noguera, other than the dates.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.21, discussion and appropriate action, approval to place 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. signs throughout the courthouse parking lots, precinct 2.
Judge, I forgot the sign and I apologize for that, but, being that the Jim's Gym, whatever they're called, using the county parking lot right here, it doesn't leave space for the employees. Cause they come in at certain hours. Had a sign made and it states that no county county employees only from 8 to 5. And in additional, it says that if it's not a county vehicle or an employee, it can be towed away. Could that be possible, Mr. T?
It's right here. Oh, you got the picture?
Oh, it's got a picture?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
It's a 12 by 18 county parking only, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. All others will be towed away.
Are you gonna distinguish whether or not they're gyms or, because there's other people.
I'm sorry?
How are you gonna distinguish if they're at the gym or they're parked there in county business? Is somebody gonna go in and check? Because I've seen other vehicles that are not county employees' vehicles that are there, but they're either meeting with somebody in the county office, either here or across the street, and there's no other place for them to park. I even saw a Tesla out there, and I was like, wow. So, I don't want the guy towing away a vehicle that's here on county business, and then we have to reimburse the expense because they were actually here on county business. It's just gonna be hard to determine whether or not, they're at gyms or they're here on county business.
I want to know who's going to be out there making sure they're not here for conferences.
This is just a suggestion. It's nothing that I'm asking to be passed.
No, I
It's just a
understand it,
suggestion.
and you asked a question, so I'm trying to answer your question. How do we do that? If we only got one security personnel and they're not walking around and outside, they're just sitting inside, how do you determine, like Commissioner Ogata said, who's gonna be out there to check to see if they're walking to gyms, or they're here on county business?
Their cameras?
Yeah, but who's monitoring the cameras? That's
I
another
don't
issue.
know.
Because, that's the sheriff.
Ms. Rodriguez.
Selena.
Yeah, and if Selena's not there, there's nobody monitoring the cameras. She's out somewhere, so. And still, if you're monitoring the cameras, if it depends on where they're placed, you can't tell them to walk into gyms, and you tow away the vehicle, who's responsible? So there's some liability there, it's just a question, how do we enforce it?
I would think like if you wanted to do it, it would be possible to do it, but you would have to do like parking validation inside the courthouse. And I think like a whole system would need to be like put in place to be able to like do it. And then at that point, it does get a little difficult because you have to have the security at the front door, but then you would have to have somebody like policing the parking lots on both sides. Because I would think that if you're gonna do this side, go ahead and do
Well,
this
it goes,
side.
it's
Yeah.
the whole thing. It's not just, but we're having more issues over
Yeah.
here and there. It's not.
No one follows the rules.
Yeah, because
This is,
you've
and
got,
again,
and Judge is correct, because you've got past administration, said nobody's supposed to be parking in the front, it's just strictly for people with county business, yet, most of our employees park in the front anyways. So, yeah.
yes,
The existing policies that have been implemented in the past haven't been enforced or followed.
We should be
And- and I'm not saying that,
Then we definitely won't
Because-
have anywhere to park.
because I know the private businesses do follow they're strong at who parks there for their business. But
You're right.
and I'm not arguing the case there, but I mean, the private business does that. And again, this is just a suggestion, it's nothing to say,
Yeah.
we're gonna go about it or something, we still gotta create a policy. But who's to say, or like eating place or whatever, they come and park here and they go down Fifth Street. I mean, everybody protects everybody's private business, but yet the county is always liable for anybody can park.
Yeah, and how are you going to enforce it when we have actual jury duty and there's cars parked all over the place? you know, to determine whether they're.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Every month that we have court, there's nowhere to park.
See, because like when we check into the hotels, what's the first thing we do? We give our license plate, you know, and then we give us a little tag, but, and it would just take walking.
Well, if you have some type of validation system, somebody, whoever walks in is going to have to walk back to the vehicle, put a
Yeah.
little tag out there and say, Madera County business.
Because if I go park on a business, they're gonna tell me to move the county truck because I have nothing to do with that business.
Just like the people in the front, the
Housing authority.
housing authority,
Yeah,
they'll tell you if you're parked there, you're not doing their business.
Have we ever maybe tried to speak with, the owners of Jim, maybe?
well,
finding
I'm not saying
out-
this,
yeah. Well, that's where
I-
we get
I
that,
just-
that's
I
where we
just
get like
use
the
the-
majority, like,
Yeah.
if it is overparking, it is then like, just speaking to them or the surrounding businesses around, everybody that's around and just asking them maybe to like.
We have even over here issues over here where Commissioner Carmona have put the 1 hour parking and people park there and are not doing county business at all, they just park there.
They just park there.
For
so it's
fun,
like-
I guess. They just park there.
it's just a suggestion, so.
I just park wherever I can find parking.
See that, and you should have parking for wherever we can. But this was a suggestion, it's nothing that.
Yeah, you figure out a way how to enforce it, it's gonna be enforced by the sheriff department or, and then, you know, some of these are city streets, you know, and if they're, we're just enforcing our parking lot, not just parking on our city streets.
Because where the curb is, that's public road. Inside the property, that's county property.
You're right.
And if something happens, again, we don't want to be liable if somebody gets hit or something.
Can you get a citation instead of phone?
You can tow them so long as you have this thing right here as per the
Right, but I think,
code. You can, a towing company will not come and tow a vehicle the way we have it unless you have this right here. But that's what they have to follow for the towing company, because that's what they came and talked to me and Mr. Commissioner Carmona about already. There has to be something set in place that dictates that they can come and tow. But there is a problem because there is no parking over there for people to park.
What if they, put a chain there, and the first person that's coming in their office is responsible for taking it on and off? And that way no vehicles can enter on both sides, just a chain, like not a whole structure or anything like that, just a chain to connect from one side to the one side. Put a lock on there, you can weld the other piece of the chain together.
Because we have the same,
lock it.
we have the same issue with this parking over here, because there's been times where we've had court here, Bush County Court, and we've had people complain because they need to park over here, and there's people parking there that are not in county business, and we've seen them with our own eyes. And we can't tow them because we have no policy or this there that says, it just says 1 hour parking.
And we're not allowed to.
And Judge Flores has also come to our office to complain because people will park in her parking spot, or when she has court, people are trying to park here, and there is no where to park because there's people parking there that are either at one of their own businesses or they're over there, they're parked here, but they walk across to the apartments.
What doesn't allow us to lock it?
One, safety. If there's,
Well, you could
A
lock
car
it,
flyer?
you could lock it if you put like
Just
a
example,
fence.
if we have a car flyer in the parking lot and everybody's trying to remove their cars from there, then you run into that problem.
could we install the signs?
Oh, I know what you mean, like not, no, I meant like lock it like in the night until like they get there at 8 in the morning
Oh,
to
you
try to
can't
control,
lock-
yeah. Just until like the person gets here and then like during the day leave it open, but hopefully that would kind of just like sway them away. And if we couldn't lock it, maybe we put in like barricades or cones.
Well, at night it doesn't matter because we're not here from after 5.
That's why you put 8 to 5 on the signs.
The concern is
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
Could we?
We can post,
Can we at least install the signs as an advisory? At least it's posted?
You can post signs, you know, you can.
We post them over here, Commissioner, do people listen? No. They still park there for more than an hour. It's irrelevant. You go to the old courthouse, and you know, because you've seen it yourself, it's a house like this, you have people park there, and it says 8 to 5, and they park there.
Because right now, realistically speaking, even if we see an individual get out, park his vehicle, his or her vehicle, get out their vehicle and walk towards the gym. There's nothing really we can actually do about it, right?
No, we have no policy.
No.
Yeah, we also have the designated parking by Lotus Insurance. Nobody ever uses that either.
Where at?
Lotus,
By the
county jail, the
by
old
the
county jail.
commerce, by the commerce,
Oh, okay.
chamber of commerce at the bottom.
And that's got a sign up there, county employees, nobody parks there. You know, not even during jury duty sometimes, they don't want to walk. Behind the storage for the district clerk, we've got that space right there where we could probably put more parking. Years ago, I had suggested to buy the place next to the auditor's office out here, and it was too expensive for the judge at the time, and build a 3-level parking garage so that we wouldn't have this problem. It didn't happen.
Motion on the table, at least, then we discuss it further later.
I think you should be able to do it. I have a motion to table by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? I'm going to oppose. If you can't do it now, I don't know when you'll be able to do it, Commissioner Carmona. I don't know what's gonna change.
I don't,
3.22, discussion and appropriate action to approve the purchase of an ice maker for Alamo Lumber Precinct 2.
Judge, I went back and negotiated with Alamo Lumber, and they lowered the price to close to what those at?
What's that amount?
6,955.32. It was close to about 9 or so, if I'm not mistaken.
And your ice maker's broken?
Yes. I have issues. It takes half a day to fill up a canister.
Motion for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Odena,
second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.23, discussion and appropriate action to approve the purchase of 8 AED defibrillators and 2 wall cabinets from B&E Medical Supply Equipment by Board Precinct 2.
These are those automated external defibrillators. I'm requesting, I have placed on the agenda to buy 15 with, 8 with 2 wall cabinets. Plan to mount one on each courthouse.
So the total amount for this is $15,925.
$15,925.13. And I'll get that out of the COs.
Commissioner, double check with Mr. Pereira, because I learned at one of the trainings, we can use the opioid money for defibrillators.
The what?
We can use the opioid money for
Okay,
defibrillators.
But
So
just in-
I would double check with Mr.
just in
Pereira.
case, I'll put it there.
The other thing, Commissioner, I think we had purchased some through Operation Long Star. I don't know where they're at. Maybe we have some already that we can, they may have been loaned to EMS that we can use and put in our county buildings.
But we need some for the other.
He's using these for his buildings.
Oh, they're county buildings.
Yeah,
The ones in the courthouse, we have none. And they're still county
but
buildings.
that's where I'm gonna put one in this courthouse.
But I'm saying we may have existing ones out there that belong to the
Okay,
county.
I had no idea.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Odena,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Staying
No.
over here.
I have 1 abstention by Commissioner Talamantes. 3.24, discussion and appropriate action to approve American Fire Protection Group, Inc. to monitor and repair the following buildings: Dimmit County Fire Station, Dimmit County Courthouse, Dimmit County Annex, and Dimmit County Elevators.
So this service will be monitoring the fire alarms. Right now, we didn't have anybody from what I understand. So I went ahead and placed it on the Commissioner's Court agenda so we could have them monitor the system in case something ever happens. As you know, you will be notified, the Chair's office will be notified, myself will be notified if an incident happens.
Motion.
Any questions? I have a motion by Commissioner Jose Odena,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.25, discussion and appropriate action, amending the motion on reduced fee on rodeo arena rental agreement for Section 1 for royalty choreography. Commissioner Talamantes?
Yes, me and Commissioner Carmona had a conversation about this where we wanted, me and Commissioner Carmona had a conversation about this where he wanted to rejoin and discuss it a little bit, sharing his concerns on the matter. We still don't agree, Commissioner, right? On, he's saying that it's not a 501c, so it doesn't. I'm saying that it should be allowed to get a discounted rate, but I will tell you that.
Commissioner Carmona, Commissioner Odena?
Commissioner Odena, I'm sorry. But I will say that if y'all guys look at the flyer that I hand out, it was posted for like a 6-week fitness program for cardio hits, dance, and fusion. And it didn't just include kids, it included children, like women of all ages, which kind of went back of the purpose of why we said that we would do it just for the kids. I think that a discounted rate for the children, because we're not charging them $50, because I know that it's not a 501c, which was Commissioner's main concern.
Correct. Yeah. So as y'all may remember when it came up for, on the last meeting, that was the concern because we asked if they were a 501c3 organization. And the voting was leaning on the fact that it was something that was providing a service for the children of the community. With a flyer like this, the matter is that we would be basically in a situation where anybody else that would come in and request a discount to have workouts for adults, we'd be in a situation where we more likely would have to allow them to do it. If we do it for one, we have to do it for all.
So it's just to kind of move the court. If it was for the children, I would have set my motion to say yes, okay, for the children, we're offering a discounted rate. But Commissioner Carmona still wants to take into consideration that it's not, Commissioner Odena still wants to take into consideration that it's not a nonprofit organization. To me, the reason that I was placing it back on it was because they did advertise for just not children, and the whole reason that we did approve it because it was going to be an added activity for the youth in our community. But the flyer shows that it's not just for the youth in the community, and I know that even.
So what you're asking is that,
I'm rescinding, I'm
you're-
gonna rescind my motion,
what is amending? So are you
amending.
or are you rescinding your motion? It's two different things, and if you're rescinding your motion or you're amending your motion to reflect that you're asking for it to be charged full price instead of the reduced fee, is that what you're saying?
Yes. So educate me, what's the difference between rescinding and amending?
Rescinding means that you're gonna take away your motion, you're not gonna.
Yes, I'm gonna rescind my motion.
And so then, if we rescind the motion, then there's no contract with them at all anymore.
Yes.
So
Because they
then-
advertised for the women's, and it wasn't
I
just for
understand what you're
children.
saying, I'm just saying if you rescind it, then you're rescinding your motion, and obviously we'd have to have other people here to second it and then approve it. And if that's the case, then the contract with them that they submitted with the coordinator, at that point would be moved, it would be no longer good, and they are not allowed to use the facilities at all anymore.
For the discounted rate, they would have to pay the full amounted rate.
Correct.
So that's what I said. I mean, I'm still gonna rescind my motion because like I'm saying, we approved it on the base that it was only gonna be for the children in the community and for the children. And I would have stood by it because we weren't just charging $50. But I cannot stand up here and say that if one or two or three people are telling me that this isn't a good idea, then I have to respect the opinion of my peers as well. And, I guess I'll take the bullet and say I maybe jumped the gun on this one a little bit just to try to be helpful, but I understand that the issues and the legal issues that are to come of it if we allow it. So I'm gonna go ahead and rescind my motion. And if anybody has any other points or they think that it can, like I'm telling you, my standpoint was if it stays for these and it is for these, I do believe that we should be able to add a discounted rate for them, because it's contributing, it's for not a public purpose because you have to pay to get there, you know, but it's still adding value to the youth in our community in one way or another. But I know that that's where me and Commissioner Udenda's conversation kind of, where he says, no, it's still nonprofit but it's still adding a value. But either way, I can understand where his point of view is like, look, you let one thing go and then it turned into a woman's workout group and not just for children.
Right, and he did requested in the past for a discount for exactly this, by another
I think that that's what you had told me, that there was another
organization.
organization that wanted to rent it out for workout activities and that he had to turn it down, and that's why this was so, he wanted to make sure to have a conversation because it wasn't selling to him because he knew the decisions that he made prior.
Is there a second to rescind Commissioner Talamontes' motion?
Or it would have to be of the voting factor, no, because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there a second for anybody? She's rescinding her motion, her previous motion from the last minute, the minutes that she approved to allow them to use it at a discounted fee. So now what she's asking this court is to rescind the reduced fee contract with the royalty choreography. So is there a second?
Judge, can I ask a question for Ms. AJ?
Well, she didn't, she's not the one that, I mean, that's her, but she didn't present
I
that.
just want to make sure if it's for all ages or if it's just 13 and 18. I just want to make clarification.
You can come forward if you feel comfortable. I mean, I know you're not the one that came and
Yeah.
presented. She's not the one that came to present.
Oh, okay.
She's on the picture on there, on the flyer, that's her, but she's not the one that came to present on behalf of Royalty Choreography.
It's the dance organization, and I was really hoping that we would have the main organization there because basically these individuals that are in the community, they're doing it to be able to offer something to the kids in the area.
But I'm not sure, did you advise them that you were rescinding? Like, did they know to be here today?
Again, me and Commissioner then had the conversation and I thought we were good because we had even said why I didn't want for them to come because I knew that they were, you know, they weren't the deciding factor. She could say yes that it was for that, but regardless, at the end of the day, she still works for another individual that has the final say. So, and if she's working in correspondent with her, I would think that we would need to go into the person that actually runs the organization, right? But it says who can join, all women of all ages, 13 plus. So only 13-year-olds old and older and women of all ages. And this was the only thing that was brought to me that it wasn't for children. And I saw other flyers for other things, you know. This is the only one that wasn't for children and still at the arena. So even if I rescind the motion and the courts decides we'll allow them for the price that they want to, because again, I think that, and then add in the new contract saying that it has to be classified for children 18 years and younger, then that's a possibility too, because again, we're not charging them just $50, but that's where me and Commissioner Udenda don't agree on. That's what I was trying to make it clear.
but the way it was presented the last time, it was pretty clear that it was for the youth, and it was more of a dancing choreography type of event that they're going to be, or training that they're going to have for the youth.
So to be clear, I can rescind my motion for before, and then if we do another one, we can add it, but saying that for children 18 years and younger.
You still have to get a second. There hasn't been a second.
Okay. I mean, it can stay as is as well. I mean, I'll have to live with the decision that I make, because again, I'm telling you, I do feel like it's adding some value to the community. It's just, I'm not gonna sit up here and make a decision on somebody else's department already knowing how it's negatively impacting.
I'll second Commissioner's motion due to the fact that we've gone through this before and we did not allow the previous organization to get the discount. So it does put us in a situation where it shows that we may be taking sides here. So because of that, I'll second the motion.
Judge, I have a concern. Since we're rescinding the motion, does Robert rules say that the person who seconded has to be the second?
I agree.
That's
That's
what-
what, but he's not, he didn't second it. He didn't second it. That's what I'm saying.
That's why.
There is no second. That's what I'm trying to say to the court. There is no second. Because the person that has to second it has to be the person that seconded when they motioned it, which was
That's what I
Commissioner.
was trying to ask you a while ago because
You were asking me, what were you trying to ask me what?
the voting factor was when originally was between Commissioner Carmona and Commissioner Talamantes.
Yes, you opposed.
Yeah.
So you can't second it.
Okay.
So I'll second.
But you're,
Or push
So-
it. I told him I appreciate it.
so what she's trying to do is rescind the motion that she motioned at the last meeting,
Right.
which was to give them a discounted fee. To
But now
rescind,
it's not gonna.
so she's asking to rescind that motion so that it'll be full price now, not,
I understand.
and so she's motioned to rescind, so now it has to be a second.
Second.
But they can still come back or ask, or we can
Second.
still,
But I
if
think,
it's
but I
clarified.
think that it defeats the purpose of what you and Commissioner Odena discussed, because regardless of the situation, if you guys are trying to deter any business from utilizing the facilities at a discounted rate for people older than 18, then if they come back and ask for a discounted rate, not the rate that y'all originally gave them, but a discounted rate because there are still children involved, then it defeats the purpose, because then you'll have other individuals, according to what Commissioner Odena said, had other individuals come and ask them for the same thing. I think you're just kind of falling into a rabbit hole.
Because my thing was that I had told them, and if I can clarify a little bit, was that I think that 501 organizations, yes, a $50 rate would be able to go with them. But like, let's just say, for example, and I'll throw it out there as well, the National Honor Society, what is it with Miss Ortiz, that she came and spoke with us. GT. All these organizations that, yes, it's not open to everybody, GT is not open to everybody, but it's still adding value to the youth. So I told them it would be beneficial for us to do a price reduced rate, whatever we would, even if we did it by percentage, to say, okay, this is for if you're a 501, and then if you're doing something that's valuing the
But
children.
there is that already, Commissioner.
Well,
We
that's
already
what
have,
he
we already
said,
have
but
that.
I didn't.
We already have that. The thing is that we have already set rates that were approved by this court. However, we have different organizations and businesses that are still coming forward to ask for a lesser included rate or a rate that is at zero.
Okay, so if you have a rate that's classified for people that are not in the 501c,
It's a regular price. That's the rate.
See,
but that's not a discount rate, that's what I'm saying.
the biggest concern with this, just to be honest with you, is
Yes.
that it's established as a business. It's $85 a person. See, in comparing, it's hard to compare one organization to another because at the end of the day, if you don't charge for an individual, for a child to be involved, it's totally different than charging. When you're charging somebody's property, that's the whole point behind it. So
I
that's
know.
the biggest concern, that it's a business, it's an established business. You're being charged a rate, and if it weren't that, if that weren't the case, it'd be different, but we're here to help the children in any shape or form, I understand, but when it's a business trying to utilize one of the facilities to promote the business, I mean, it's kind of hard, unless we are going to do it for everybody.
Well, see, that's what I'm
We
saying.
just approved
That
$50
you're
for the
saying that-
prospect show, and that arena normally goes for $1,500. And we just approved $50.
But see, he's saying that it's a 501.
Exactly.
So you're saying that, if you're saying, Judge, right now, and I'm trying to be serious about this too, Because if it's dealing with the kids, you're saying that there is a rate, but it's not a discounted rate. I
When you
think
say
it's-
kids, I think you're using that word improper because it's not kids, because there's some 501c3 that have nothing to do with kids. You have 501c3 is a nonprofit organization. So you have 501c3s that have nothing to do with kids. There are 501c3s that have to do with domestic violence.
I understand that, that's
So
what I'm
it's-
saying, you have one for 501, right?
Yeah,
And there's that
there's
rate for,
nothing for
there is that
children.
rate for that. I'm not saying that 501 has anything to do with just children. I know that, I understand that there's a rate for that. But I'm saying that we need to create a second rate for anything that has to do with the youth in the community. I'm not comparing them and saying that the both of them are working with children. I'm just saying that if we're not gonna give them a $50 rate because they're not 501 and they're not keeping any of the money, maybe we can still consider charging them 50% of the rate instead of 100% of the rate, because it's still adding. And in that case, the GT program and anybody else that came up that was doing anything with the youth and it had to classify just for the youth, then it would be a discounted rate, whether it be percentage or by amounts. That was the thing that I had told them. So you're saying that there is still a rate there, and I understand that you're saying like it's still the regular rate. Let's get a discounted rate for those organizations, because the GT struggles very much to get spacing for their meetings. And that still has to do with the school, but you can't say that GT isn't inclusive to everybody, because it's a school club that you have to have certain grades and academics to get into, but it's still adding value to the youth. This dance program, and I know that you're thinking like $85 is a lot, but if you go to bigger places in bigger towns, they're charging $85 for 6 weeks. You go to other,
I didn't
yeah, you go to,
see the 85.
if you go to other
You said
places-
85, right? I didn't see, where does it say 85?
On the back, on the flag.
If you go to other organizations in other towns, they have to add their venue costs on top of the rate that they're gonna charge. So you'll see rates sometimes like of 300 and 350 just for the same things that they're offering here. Which, mind you, that they can't charge that because the target audience in Dimmit County, not very many people can pay 300, 350, and that would be the case if we left the rate at the same amount. So I understand that you're saying that there are different rates for different things. I'm just saying that there needs to be a special rate. And if that clarifies it a little bit, Judge, I'm asking y'all to consider a special rate for organizations that are not 501 but still contributing that value to the youth for programs. Whether it be the GT program, whether it be a dance group or whatever anything, but only classify that it is only for events that target youth audiences. Did I make sense? Okay.
So I have a motion to rescind the rental agreement, the reduced fee rental agreement with Royalty Choreography. I have a motion to rescind it with Commissioner Talamantes. And is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor to rescind the contract?
Aye.
Any opposed? Who didn't vote?
I didn't see that. We're going to-
Now you can vote to rescind, but you oppose, Commissioner Lucado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? I'm going to abstain, Ms. McNally. I feel like there's legal issues.
Well, like what?
I want to look at it, but I'm abstaining. 3.26, discussion and appropriate action, approval for meal reimbursement for Oscar Briceño, precinct 3.
Motion.
Are there any questions? I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.27, discussion and appropriate action, approval for meal reimbursement for Rolando Ramirez, precinct 3.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye. Judge, may I ask that, I want to hear ayes or no,
Yes, sir.
because it seems like there's only two of us voting.
It's been like that for years.
Yes, I will.
Okay. That's all I hear on this side.
3.28, discussion and appropriate action, approval for meal reimbursements for Cyrus Zarate and Jose Garza on September.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. I have a second by Commissioner Talamontes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.29, discussion and appropriate action, approval for change order number 4 to add contract days for rain delays, precinct 4.
Judge, I got the change order from Mr. Dan for Diamond H for additional, I'm not sure if it's 30 days
81 days?
or 81.
Yeah, it says 81. Any questions?
Mo- Need a motion?
No, I said any questions.
Oh, sir.
How many days?
81.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Are you seconding the Commissioner Noguera?
Yes, ma'am.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.30, discussion and appropriate action, approval for road and bridge 4 to purchase tub grinder from Vermeer.
This would be, what's a grinder for the landfill?
The money's coming from all this is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion to approve.
This is for the motion?
Yes, sir.
It's not the big. It's the
We-
smaller version, right?
This is the.
She said no.
That big one? First quarter.
You haven't changed it from the first one that you said?
No, okay. I saw different now.
Commissioner,
Those are the hours, and then you're gonna do the training, judge, and the warranty.
so I have a question. What's the total amount, Commissioner? Because I have one number, the 69,000, but then the bottom says 57, include additional costs. So is it separate amounts?
It's separate because I emailed them later on because I didn't see they had warranty or the training and the hours on it, so they got it.
So what's the total amount? Do you know?
69.
$793,566.
Seven.
Yes, sir.
So it's the subtotal plus.
793?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much? I'm sorry.
866.
Commission, did they say this will be able to mulch all brush,
The brush.
no matter how?
He said anything not bigger than 8 or 9 inches. Because I think the one we have right now is 4.
Nothing bigger than.
Yeah. Wider.
In diameter?
Thicker.
In diameter.
Yes,
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
I have one more question, Commissioner. They're gonna come train your.
Yes, they're gonna train us, once they come, let you guys know, that way you guys can send your workers in case one of mine is out or for any reason they're out for length of time. Yes, please.
Just
Okay.
never each department.
Each department.
Go ahead.
Commissioner, and if somebody takes, bigger than 10 inch or one of the big root trees, just let me know, we'll move the excavator over there. And, normally what we do when we pick them up on the county road that are more than 10 inches, we break them down with a hammer.
Okay.
So that way we make it smaller and it can be right.
Thank you.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.31, discussion and appropriate action, consideration and approval to contract Class A MSW operator for Dimmit County landfill and make it retroactive.
Judge, we got Ms., I see her name, is her name? Reyes. Like, we got Ms. Reyes, to come on board. It'll be 1,000 every pay period, twice a week is the contract. So you can go over it. We just got it today, that way you can go over it, and if we need to bring it back, I'll bring it back. So at least we can hire her, and then, so you can review the contract. That's from us.
How many days out of the week?
She'll be going by in the afternoons to check and see everything that needs to be done, and then her responsibilities.
So is she going to be considered an employee or under contract?
Under contract. So right now, sure, she didn't approve that, it's just, right now, she's under
So
contract.
does she have to be licensed and bonded?
Yes.
She does?
She does, right?
She does have to be. Other questions?
Motion to, second.
I have a motion by Commissioner,
Leon.
Is your motion going to be contingent that we approve the service agreement though? Because there's a contract that we have to sign. I haven't reviewed it yet.
Oh, you didn't review? I didn't know there was a contract.
There has to be a contract in order for you to be with the contractor. And the contract hasn't been reviewed. She gave it to me right now.
A motion to approve.
That's what I just said, subject to.
And if I need to bring it back, let's just put it in the judge.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.1, discussion and appropriate action, request and approval to hire Huerta Painting and Construction for the remodeling of the dispatch. Dimmit County Sheriff's Office dispatch.
Are you sure?
Morning.
Sure.
Morning, sir.
This is just to repaint.
No, remodel, be knocking down some walls and remodeling the back room. As right now, our phone lines are down, so we're having trouble paging out EMS because we don't have radios, we don't have paging systems through the radios. Once this is done, then I'll have to get someone to move all the equipment, the 911 equipment, to get it to this other room. It should be separate though.
So moved.
And it's a firm amount of 32.7.
That's correct.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera, second by Commissioner Talamontes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.2, discussion and appropriate action, request and approval for Rocky Aguirre to attend the write-in search and arrest warrant affidavit and execution in San Antonio, Texas.
Is this the first training?
Yes, I have moved him up to investigator.
Okay, Sheriff, I don't know, did you receive the training from Mr. Sedna's office?
Yes, that was gonna be for warrant searches. This would be the actual affidavits and the search warrants. So we'll be attending that one also.
Second.
There's no motion.
Oh, sorry.
For
She's asking questions.
No, I did motion it for Rocky to travel. Yes, I did motion it. I asked if it was the first, and the first time he said yes because he moved him up. So it's the first training he's going to, and I motioned to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamontes. Are there any other questions? Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.3, discussion and appropriate action, request and approval for Rocky Aguirre to attend the new criminal investigator course, October 27th through 29th in San Antonio.
So it's a two-part training?
No, this is a separate course.
So
Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.4, jail status.
Do we table that one? She was on
Motion.
vacation last week.
Motion to table,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.5, discussion and appropriate action, sheriff's report.
On my judge, that first letter, I don't know if y'all read it already or not, but shutdown's gonna affect the payment on the jail.
The shutdown, let's see.
The furlough for
The
the
furlough.
government shutdown, so it's gonna affect us because we receive payment from the marshals, so this shutdown means that we're not gonna get our monthly payment from the marshals.
Once it's open, then we'll get,
I just want to clarify that saying that the jail shut down.
no.
How much is it over?
This billing, I think, coming out should be about 72 or 74,000.
We get.
That'd be the first one that's not gonna be,
They usually pay us about anywhere between 72,000 to 80,000. So we won't be receiving that until the government shutdown opens back up. So that's something I need to get with Mr. Pereira because of our budget.
Is that like, because I know they say that if, like, hopefully, like, if they open it back up, like, if they don't and they don't pay them that bill, then it's like, do we stand to lose that revenue?
Well, we're gonna lose 74,000 this month because they're not gonna pay us. So that's what I'm saying, I would need to go back to the drawing board with Mr. Pereira because that's money that we have anticipated for revenue that we're not gonna have.
So like, even if the government opens up, that's not to say for sure that we get that payment.
Oh, no,
they
we'll get it
open
back.
up,
We'll get it back?
Yes, if they open up, we'll get it.
Okay. I just don't know how long.
Yes.
Questions of the jail report?
The table,
Motion to approve
oh, the jail.
by Commissioner Noguera.
Second.
Who seconded? Second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. 5.1, discussion appropriate action, reimbursement of meals of Melissa Garza and Lorena La Fuente, Office of 360 meals not previously included in past Commissioners Court.
How many of them are not included?
Just though, after they were paid, Judge Abascal's office contacted me and I re-verified that these were not included in the past packet.
I'm not seeing the attachment, just your agenda request for
It should have had all the receipts.
this.
I don't see them.
Do you have a copy of it?
Not on me, I'd have to go get them.
Are they from the past year?
They're,
Or the year that
they're
we-
from that same packet that was originally presented.
So then like new, so why did these get paid?
Because they weren't in the packet that was approved. I only paid what was on the backup that I got, so if it wasn't in the packet, I didn't pay.
But they submitted them back then, right? Like, it's not like,
That's what the receipts say, that they were signed off in 23, 24.
okay, I was gonna say, they didn't come give like new receipts.
No.
And just,
No, they haven't given you receipts, like recent receipts. These are all from a while.
motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you. 5.2, discussion appropriate action, request budget amendment for the fiscal year 25-26 by the 365th District Court.
Move to the table.
I have a motion to table by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 5.3, claim docket. We have the general fund, $3,131,582.67. Dimmit County grants, $14,915.47. Dimmit County Airport, $493.51. Dearborn County Golf Course, $42,632.77. Law Library Fund, $14,965.81. Courthouse Security, $12,245.97. Technology Fund, $130,499.22. Records Management Clerk, $2,881.25. Records Management District Clerk, $18,401.38. Utilities, $728,922.41. Equitable Sharing Forfeiture and Seizures, $417,266.38. Forfeiture Account, $9,152.13. Rodeo Arena, $3,361.86. Stone Garden, $886,167.64. Operation Lone Star 2022, $385,545.50. CTIF Text Dot, $1,099,651.42. Valley Well Cemetery, $435,557.23. Dearborn County Payroll, $853,080 and 12 cents, CDBG Colonia Fund, $111,201.15. Tax Note Series 23, $21,826.62. Tax Note Series 24, $2,125.15. Border Patrol Settlement, $1,044,894.99. Transportation Reinvestment Zone, $4,288. And 96 cents. COs 2018, $74,970.65. COs 2019, $112,645.44. SB 22, $26,658.02. Opiate Abatement Fund, $26,086.31. American Rescue Plan Act, $479,287.90, for a grand total of $10,091,307.97.
Can we wait to approve real quick?
You have questions?
Yes. Valley Well Cemetery. Is that what's in the account, or is that saying that it's used? Because there's no other number.
Valley Wells. Where are you at, Commissioner? Valley Well
Yeah.
Cemetery?
Can I see it?
It's a $435,557.23.
A majority of these they're just the transfers from first state to prime. It's not that the money,
Okay.
we spent it, it's just.
Just a
moving it.
transfer? Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. Because they got moved, so technically.
So it's like
they're
a-
using it. Okay, we're not using it. They're just being transferred to the new bank.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to recess and adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
If you want to do the recognition.
Yes, for informational purposes, I know that we already adjourned the meeting, but for everybody here today, we want to take this time as the Commissioners Court, including myself as a county judge, to recognize and to commend Mr. Oscar Ortiz for being selected as the Secretary for the 2025-2026 County Treasurers Association of Texas CTAT Executive Board. Oscar, thank you for all that you do, and please know that your work does not go unnoticed. Obviously, people up in Austin are seeing you as well, and we wanted to recognize you for being chosen as part of the Executive Board. I know it's not no easy feat for anybody just to get that position. So on behalf of myself and my office and the Commissioners Court, we want to congratulate you and thank you for all you do for Dimmit County and for the representation that you're giving your constituents here in Dimmit County at the Executive Board and the South County Treasurers Association of Texas. So if you could all just join me in giving Oscar a round of applause for
Thank you all very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I am going to call the public facilities meeting to order. Ms. McDaniel, the time is 11:15. Let the record reflect, Ms. McDaniel, that all parties are present. We do have a quorum. 1.3 approval of minutes of regular meeting September 22nd, 2025.
Motion to approve subject to correction.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamontes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 2.1, discussion appropriate action, new business. If there is no new business, no action. 2.2, discussion appropriate action to approve yearly service agreement for the Public Facilities Board Patrol Station. Do we have that contract, Commissioner Talamontes?
No, I didn't remember to put it back on, but I can see why the staff probably put it back on because we didn't approve it the last time, we tabled it the last time.
There's 1 year. Something like this.
So we're going to motion to table it?
Yeah, we're gonna motion to table it
I
because
have a motion to table, second by Commissioner Talamontes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.1, claim docket, public safety, $135,185.44. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to recess and adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Alonso Carmona, Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.